Ba, 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 ba.
I don't know what this theme tune is.
The best thing about that theme tune is that the Comedy Nights actually do have a theme tune, which you didn't
Yes,
say.
I know. That's too complicated. This is not the Comedy Night. This is Comedians Cooped Up with Corona. Ding.
All right, okay.
We have to be careful about what we're doing.
You're
Hello,
right.
Steve. Hello, Chris. How are you?
Hi. I'm talking about theme tunes. On Saturday, I did a little DJ set. The first song I played was Corona, Baby Baby, and then Rhythm of the Night. And then I tried to look her up, and she hasn't tweeted since 2015, so I'm not sure if she's dead. So,
Fair enough.
Yeah, because clearly anyone who hasn't tweeted since 2015 must have passed away.
Well, what's she doing? Has anyone even checked in on her during this whole thing?
What? Many people don't tweet.
It wasn't me.
I'm not asking about you guys to check in on her, but who knows, Christina? So if anyone has any news about Corona...
Hang on a minute. Look, I spent like 2 years not tweeting and no one came to check if I was still alive.
Yeah, but was there a virus called the Chris Dingley virus that was killing everyone?
But can you imagine right now if she was just planning a comeback like sometime this year? She's like really screwed because she won't get any press that is not related to the virus. If you Google Corona, she's not coming up.
But it might actually help her. This might be a big marketing ploy.
So it was Corona all behind this.
Yeah,
I really doubt Corona was planning a comeback.
I met Corona. Do you know my story about when I met Corona? I met Corona, and she's very tall. But I was part. We organised the party back in the Capital Radio days, and we brought her over, and she was very tall, very beautiful, and like long dreadlocks, like stunning specimen of a woman, and she always had her bodyguard with her because she was still a massive name even then.
Mm-hmm.
And we had this meal when she came. We had this meal, and I got very drunk. And I started being very flirtatious with her, and then her bodyguard actually told me to step away from.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah,
You've met some random people, Steve, haven't you?
I have met some very random people.
Steve, the one I actually think is the coolest person you've met so far, though, is Danny Trejo. I'm sorry, but
I've not only met with him. I mean, I launched Big Man.
You slept with him as well, or?
I dropped couscous. I did drop couscous on him on the boat. We were on the boat. We were filming, and we all had our food, and we had to go and eat first because Daddy wanted to eat last. And then the boat started rocking, and I was sitting on the top. And whilst he was getting his food, I realised I was dropping couscous onto his lovely, beautiful long hair. And,
did he take out his machete and thread?
No, he grunted at me and walked off. But the production people were very angry. Russian production.
Were they?
We are getting done, eh? So that's me and Danny Trejo.
Yeah. So, guys, welcome back. It is day 19. Day 19, can you believe it, for us here? I think for you, Steve, it's about a week.
We've been on. Well, you're not on official lockdown, or I mean, nobody's.
No, it's not. Nobody knows what's going on here. The rules over here are so obscure that nobody really knows what the whole thing is happening here. I mean, today I was reading in the news that they are considering opening spring hunting.
Yeah, I read about that. Yeah,
and I was like, oh, you're opening spring hunting, so you're encouraging people to go outside. And then I opened the floodgates on that one.
They're encouraging certain people to go outside because the rest of us will not be allowed to go outside. When spring hunting's around, the countryside's a no-go area for the rest of us mere mortals.
Maybe that's why. That's why. Stop people going out. Or
maybe that's it. Yes, no. The hunters are after our. They care for our health.
They're basically helping the police force.
They are the true heroes, aren't they? The hunters who want spring hunting.
Or maybe, and this might cause some controversy depending on who's watching. Maybe, Hi, Joanna. Maybe the authorities want the hunters to get it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe bird life have infiltrated the government.
Be careful of what you say.
How we do it. I'm saying maybe. There's lots of.
Yes, I know. I know because people out there would consider that as hate speech.
Well, no, I'm
on
not.
that.
No, you didn't take me. I said that's what we should be doing.
No, that's a conspiracy theory, Wesley. That's what it is.
Yes, yes, yes.
You should know. You should recognize a conspiracy theory. When
Oh,
you
of
hear
course,
one.
of course, I do. I love a good old conspiracy theory. But no, I was quite shocked actually. In the sense I don't get involved in this whole hunting thing. It was just like, but how could you even be considering it when we're encouraging people to stay inside? But then the best bit was I posted about it, and the arguments that were coming up on my thread for and against it. I had one person arguing with himself. He was like, yeah, it's not good to go outside. We shouldn't let those hunters go outside. But I want to take my daily walk, and I was like, huh? it's just one of those that I couldn't quite.
But why are people so sensitive? What's going on that's making people so? I mean, don't people understand that they shouldn't go out? So why are hunters so sensitive?
No, people don't. That's it. Because I have this theory. It's because people don't see it. It's because people don't see it. So this is just a major inconvenience to a lot of people. Not a deadly virus that's going around. So people are like, oh, I can't go out. How inconvenient.
But what are they thinking? Who do they think? Why?
Well, and they don't realize, they don't have the brain power to realize that if you go out, it's going to be even longer before you can go out.
That's it. That is exactly it. In fact, if everybody in Malta just like, because now look, businesses are screwed anyway. So more or less like, fuck it. Let's stay indoors, all of us, for like 2, maybe 3 solid weeks. Just solid. Nobody goes outdoors unless you have to go shopping. And I kid you not, we would not have a case left on the island in that span of time. Just on a very quick note, there is a quick way to visualize the coronavirus. Okay, guys? So this is something my wife came up with to visualize the coronavirus. And I think it'll scare people away from actually, like being scared that it might be there. Steve is now looking intently at it.
She drew.
Yes, she drew that.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's Wesley and that's Wesley and me as part of the virus, and I wasn't sure because she sent it to me, and I was like, I think that's nice, unless it's a premonition that she's had, and then suddenly that turns very creepy.
So are you guys the face of the virus? Is that what
yes, apparently, because we appeared as the virus appeared in Malta, or at least the lockdown did.
Yeah.
Chris,
so
you look a lot like a woman in this. You look like.
Do I?
You do. You look like Sinead O'Connor.
She's got the ears right. I tell you that. She's got the ears right.
Your eyes. I think it's the eyes. The very feminine eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and Wes just looks even more rumpled than he normally does.
He looks like someone, but I'm not sure who.
No, it's just me when my beard gets a little bit longer than it is now, which at this rate is gonna. When I get out of this, it's literally gonna be like 1 week to my normal shave routine. So, moving on. By the way, lockdown achievements, people without kids are always like, today I meditated, I read 3 books, practiced the violin, did a 15-kilometer run at home, learned how to code, and binge watched the entire first season of Game of Thrones. People with kids, today I pooped with no one interrupting me. That is so true.
And even that is not true.
As somebody without kids, can I just say that's kind of rubbish. Like nothing gets done still but not because of
how.
Kids.
How? You have all day to yourself.
Yeah, but I'm also, it's a lot of, well, maybe it's because of me, but I'm, a lot of my day is like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. That happens for about half the day. And then it's like, oh, yeah, then I think, like, I sneeze, so I think, right, I've definitely got the virus, and I spend another half the day just looking up the symptoms. And it's like, the day's over, I need to go out quickly before, we can only go out once, so go out quickly, and and then come back home, and I'm like, oh God.
As someone with kids, I can say that even the part of the people with kids is not true. Pooping without being interrupted, not true.
You were I think it depends on the age of the kids, as well, though, right? Like, I think it's probably.
Well, yeah. If you've got 18-year-olds at home, yes, they're not gonna. Hopefully, they're not gonna walk in on you when you're taking a dump. But if you've got toddlers around,
I suppose.
Yeah.
if you've got toddlers around, then hey, they don't really.
There's a sneaky way of doing that. What I tend to do is I tend to make sure their favorite episode of whatever they're on, I just turn it on, watch until their eyes, and I know at that point I have like a 7-minute window where I can poop in peace. It's all in the timing, so that's all you have to do. All right, so try that tomorrow. Get their favorite show on, and away you go.
Should do a live stream about parenting. Anyway, you guys would be great at it.
I'm struggling to understand you, Steve. There's lots of echo or something. I think you need to move closer to your mic.
Okay, is this better? Is this better?
Yeah, that is better.
I think also Kat is doing a jigsaw puzzle like 2 meters away from me. And she's been very loud with it. Kat, I'm live streaming to the world. God, no, you guys, yeah, you think without kids,
They're making a jigsaw.
Shall we say hi to Daniel? Because what's he trying to do? Is he trying to make me an enemy for life or something?
We had a BBQ this weekend. Had some wine in the sun today. I'll quit. He's just showing off. He has an outdoor area. How nice. No, that's what's it called, Daniel. That would have been fantastic. We got stuck inside like every day. It was raining all weekend, wasn't it?
It was.
It was a public holiday there today, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, big woohoo for that! Ironically called Freedom Day.
But you could have. But I mean, did you still work? Because you're stuck at home.
I didn't. I took the day off today in the sense I said let me spend some time with the kids and whatnot. So I was chill. How about you guys? Did you work?
Well, it wasn't a public holiday here. It was a normal day.
Okay, just normal day.
Go back to that. The previous meme. That one. So that is. You see, that's probably the only WhatsApp group that I kind of like. That I kind of find amusing.
Yes, but it's so true. It is so true. This is literally like what China did.
Yeah. So there's a thing you can do. You can start a WhatsApp group and call it FUCK and add someone to it, and then you can leave. And then you can leave the group, and then at the top where there's COVID-19, there'll be in big letters FUCK, and then at the very bottom there'll be just you. So when this person sees it, they'll be able to read that.
Very good.
Oh, brilliant.
So
moving on to the next meme. This is the one. This is the
in China. Are we believing that they've sorted it all out?
We'll get onto that in a second, Steve. Before we do, but there's a game here. So the first word you see here is where you're going in April. Okay, so look for it.
Salute. Is what I have.
Salute is not a word.
Hera. I'm going on the Hera. How nice.
On the Hera. But yes, it's too true. We are going absolutely nowhere.
I'm going to Reno. I'm going to Reno. It's
yes,
the
go to Reno.
Second column from the right.
Yes, down here.
Reno.
Reno. We're going to Reno. Why not? Now, there has been some good news in COVID times. Well, good news. It depends if you are the consumers of these. But apparently, the whole COVID crisis has actually created a global condom shortage.
Yeah, that kolla in straight on.
I see.
Are you saying Allah?
Yeah.
Steve, did you stock up?
Did I stock up on condoms? I've got,
Yes.
we got those. I'm fine. I'm fine. These stocked up with everything. It was the first thing. Everyone was like buying bread and shit, and I'm like, hold on. I just
wait. Is that how condoms are made? With someone pulling on them?
No, that's the testing.
Yeah. James' mum.
Oh,
nice. Oh, hey guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you're right.
Thanks. No introduction.
Wow. Talking
No.
animal.
Do it.
We just brought you in on a subject that we thought you might not know about, so we can educate you.
Yeah,
How are
thanks.
you? Did you
thanks.
stock up on condoms, James? Did you stock up on condoms, James?
You know what? You know what? I stocked up on essentials, which is a plethora of things, including rice, soaps, and a hygiene products. Yes, Mom, I bought that off the list as well. And
Hi, Mom, James.
yeah, and things that by the way, Steve, I have to say, I love your mic. It reminds me from a spaceship in a 1950s sci-fi movie where you can actually see the string dangle in front of a space canvas.
And Chris is going to go get his. It's exactly the same. Chris is exactly the same.
That's the same one.
Yeah. It's exactly. Chris,
I'm going to bring him back.
Chris, we can do some docking. Do you want to do some docking?
Okay, boys. Calm down. So, James, you've becoming a TikTok superstar over the last couple of days. Over the last couple of days, your memes have been, but they've been going through the roof. Where's all this inspiration come from?
Sorry?
Where's all this inspiration been coming from?
So basically, I realized I've been tracking the things I've been doing during isolation while I'm not doing TikTok. And doing TikTok is considerably better than the things I've been doing while not doing TikTok. Basically, like today, I tried to be productive. I tried to clean our bedroom because I wanted to actually do something nice for Svetlana. And after a couple of hours, I actually did really good. But then I stopped to eat my body weight in grilled cheese sandwiches. Then I got into bed. I was 2 minutes away from sleeping. And that's when I got a message from Wesley. Here's the link for tonight.
Why are you going to sleep so early? Why are you going to bed so early?
Well, because he's smoking.
I'm a free adult. I should sleep whatever the hell time I want to.
But that's true though. That's true though, because now that we're all at home, we kind of, I don't know about you guys, but I'm having dinner at like 5:30. You know.
Really?
No, everything's early now.
Yeah.
I'm having dinner at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
No.
Falling asleep straight away.
Dinner at 5:30. You know, it's still light outside, and then I have like a midnight snack at about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, no, I'm on lunch, and then because I'm following my wife's eating routines, and she essentially does lunch. After lunch, it's like no food. So yeah, I'm on midnight snacking that after the show or things like that.
My wife never eats ever. I don't think I've ever physically seen her eat.
Wow. Have you put on any weight, anyone? I realised I put on weight.
I was just about to.
I haven't checked.
What's that, James?
So let's.
Ryder, it looks like you've got a Hitler mustache.
Yes, I was gonna.
The thing is, hold on. I'd like to show you. But people were pointing this out during that video of mine of the Maltese lesson with the H. Well, basically, I had some hair, but it's just not filling in just yet.
But also, you've got what's the big gap in the middle of your moustache?
It's just nothing, okay? I'm 28 and I can't grow proper facial hair.
Yeah, obviously, it looks like you got from here. It looks like you got 2 holes in your face, just underneath
Hey,
your
hold
nose.
on. I do have hair. It's just.
We're gonna put him by himself, just so that everybody can see. Come into the camera. Come into the camera.
Come into the camera.
Here you go. I go. Wait, let me turn up. Wait, the brightness isn't fully turned up yet. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh man, right there.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, let me get my mic. My mic.
Oh my gosh.
Was that your mic? Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's minimalist.
Wow, very just like your stuff.
Wait, I think I have the attachment somewhere here. There we go.
So, will
There
you
you go.
lose or weight or gain weight during the lockdown? That's the question we're asking you
How
guys
will
out there.
anyone-
Let us know.
How will anyone lose weight in the lockdown?
Yeah.
How is it possible?
Well, what
And
about that
also,
guy? That
there are
that
some
body
people
coach
that-
guy, Joe something or other, that everybody seems to be following. What about that guy?
P.E. Joe.
What's his name? Joe Wicks.
No.
Joe Wicks.
Oh, Joe Wicks. Somebody posted
Joe
something
Wicks.
about him today.
Yeah.
Isn't that where you make free websites?
Yeah, that is also that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's but people seem to be following him and doing, I don't know, daily exercise stuff.
That's it. That is unnatural, in my opinion. There are some psychopaths out there who are actually working out at home. Like,
Yes.
Well, to be fair, because we're only allowed out once a day, when I do go out, I go to, there's a park near us, and I kind of run around for a bit, which I never used to do, like I'm a dog, which I never used to do before. So yeah, but I haven't lost weight. Still got on loads of weight.
So you actually go for a jog.
I don't jog. I walk to the park and I run for like 5 seconds. Stop, run again. Stop, run again.
Right.
Yeah, I look like an idiot,
So-
and I just do that with rain or shine.
The wife. I think Wes failed to mention all the snacks I prepare for him. Miss Skeen for Hassan Halil.
Rebecca's
Sorry, my back.
you
Sorry?
should not be complaining food-wise.
Oh, no, dude. I am not complaining food-wise. I'm every day I do get like an amazing meal. Today we had. What do we have today? We had. Well, we had. Fuck, I can't remember. I know we
Wow.
had something, but we also had bread. Hold on. She's going to tell me what we had
Bread.
today.
Okay, you have
No,
bread.
we did have bread.
Wow.
My wife went to bake bread today. It was her first non-success, at least in her books. I thought it was good. She made this unleavened bread, which was. Apparently, I can't complain. He can't complain anything wise. Oh yeah, she's also talking about how good she is in the sack as well. If you want to start talking about that, I can openly talk about that, Beck. No problem. I'm sure all your colleagues would like to know.
I kind of feel like we're being dragged into a domestic over here.
Argument before we came on.
Right. In fact, no, it wasn't before you came on. So, just moving on. Me in April 2020. Can't get any worse.
What is that? What is
that?
What is it?
The Eye of
Is that
Sauron.
Gordon Bunch?
Well, that's the Eye of Sauron on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Is it the Eye of Saruman?
No, Saruman
No.
is the wizard.
Ah,
Sauron is the
Salaman
The
sounds like
evil
a
lord.
crap superhero.
Yep.
I
To be honest, the thing is, we saw a really shitty March. Do you think April's going to be any better? Is the question.
But
No.
well, people shouldn't be marching. So how many people were there in this march? It must have been shitty. But if you're talking about the month, I don't think. Someone tweeted today that March having 31 days just feels like a punch in the gut, and it's really true. I was like, yep, I feel that 100%.
But we did have 1 hour less this weekend. So
That's true.
Yes.
that is
So
something-
it was 30 days plus 23 hours, really, when you think about it, Chris.
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, good.
Now, this is something I actually found. I'm going to move on to something else. We'll go back to that in a
now,
second.
Chris Fern.
No. Over here. These are adverts actually going out. Someone is
Okay.
making things in COVID times. Yes.
What is it?
It's called Balls. It's a public service announcement, free track shipping. Stay inside and wash your hands and trim your balls. It's quite
Yes.
simple, really.
Yeah, I got this. And there's quite a graphic video. There's quite a graphic video of some dude standing in the bath. He's got his back towards you, and you see a ton of hair just
I have seen
falling
this.
into the bath.
I have seen this. This is great. I have seen this. This
It
is
looks
great.
like it looks like he's. I mean, how much hair does that guy have?
It looks amazing. I have seen this. That's great.
Yeah. What's it called? I mean, do you have one of these, James?
No, you know what? First of all, I have really sensitive skin, so I use the Venus leg shavers that Svetlana uses, and I pretty much just use that all around. You know, there's a nice thick layer of like solidified lotion, so no cuts, no stress. Happy
Have
skin.
you got more hair on your balls than you've got on your face, dude?
Even my back, I'm getting like it's not even growing well. I have these awkward concentric circles of long, wispy, like cockroach antenna-like hairs. I am not growing. I'm just getting gross. I'm just turning into a disgusting human being.
You're not.
Speaking of which, James, here's one of your memes from today. Here is one of James's memes from today. Strawberry Susie, my strawberries are the best in the region. I challenge you to a strawberry off. Cinnamon Cindy, well, my cinnamon sticks are the best in the land. I challenge you to a cinnamon off. Minty Mindy, well, my mint leaves are the finest in the world. I challenge you to a. Oh, yeah, interesting day to choose it as well on Freedom Day. It's,
of course. It's Freedom Day. You can't make these type of jokes.
I love that expression. It looks like even he gets it.
Yeah. Now, guys, tomorrow is April Fool's Day. It's April Fool's Day. Elaine Fennick posted, "What if we wake up tomorrow and find out it's all been an April Fool's?" Amending my post to wishful thinking. What do you think? Would it be like the biggest joke ever if people got us to stay in for 14 days on a really extravagant April Fool's?
Man, today I spent ages filling out that government form for wage income loss, blah blah blah.
Because I love how you're phrasing it, because there are people who like literally lost their like multi-million-dollar companies, and they would be like, "Well, I'd be upset because I lost everything I ever had in the past 40 years." And you're just there like, "Yeah, I had to fill a tax form for like government."
Yeah, I did. I was. I also lost everything, James. To be fair, thanks for bringing that up.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. At age 40 with 2 kids, I have zero income at this point. So thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah,
Mr. I still live with my parents.
The listeners don't need to know that, Chris. Thank you so much for removing the dignity I had left for this.
Yeah, just when you thought Corona posting didn't know enough about James Ryder.
No, actually, you moved out, didn't you?
And then I moved back in.
Oh, right. Sorry, I just made that worse.
Can we see the next meme, please?
Yeah, well,
I was trying to make that better, and I made it worse.
The next one isn't a meme, actually. It's a story I found today, which was it's a bit of a tragic one coming out from Las Vegas. Now, Las Vegas is arguably the richest town in the richest country in the world, and basically these are homeless people who are basically being asked to sleep in car parks. And they're giving their space so that they don't spread Corona, is the concept behind it. The one question I have is, in like a town which is full of hotel rooms.
Yeah, and they're empty.
Couldn't they have put them at least in there?
Because it's America, man.
It's America. America is run like a big, dick country, isn't it? So,
yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things I don't get, and I really can't understand how no hotel has just said "fuck it, come sleep inside." Because how many homeless people could there be in Las Vegas, really?
Well, I'm sure probably a lot, but
there's a lot. You ever been to Vegas? There are a lot of homeless people.
No, I've never been, so I don't know.
They tend to be homeless because they went to Vegas.
But here's the thing: there's no homeless people in London anymore. Like all the homeless people in London have been housed because
where did they put them?
The virus. Well, that's the thing. So they could have been housed before. So why the fuck weren't they? That's it's horrible. But that's capitalism for you.
See, and basically, this is what would have happened if James would have continued living by himself. he would have ended up like this. So at least his parents took him back.
That is a
Can you
weird,
not?
on a different note. On a different note, that is a weirdly laid out car park. Go back a
Yes.
second.
Oh, hold on. Let's go back
You've
a
got a
second.
middle row of cars over there. What happens to that
No,
one?
no. Hold on.
When both-
Those are new lines.
Yeah, those
are new
were
lines,
newly
Chris.
made markers for the sake of.
Oh, right.
These are the car parks, but these are the spaces.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Daniel's probably right. That's probably the cost of Cirque du Soleil, right there.
After a terrible accident.
You know,
No, just after being
out of
unemployed.
work.
Oh, right.
Out of work.
On the ground. Okay, right. Okay.
Let's move forward to a meme to make us laugh. So these are people born in March and April in the coming weeks. A big happy birthday goes to my wife, who is celebrating her birthday, her 30th days time, in 7 days time. So yeah, I have my excuse as to why I'm not getting her a gift this year. Social distancing, hon.
Oh.
No, you
But
you can home make a gift.
Working.
It's going to be homemade, lovingly homemade. It's a craft. You can make a craft to show your love for her.
I can't.
jewelry.com.md do actually deliver to your house.
Yes,
Who's that?
and
Who's that?
Becky.
There's 77 something jewelers. There is an online multi-site, and they will deliver jewelry to your door.
And,
There you
and that very good. But we've agreed not on jewelry anymore. We don't want to help.
Becky, what he doesn't spend
Wow.
in money, he can spend in time.
Yes.
Exactly. Also, toys4play.com.mt are also doing deliveries to the house.
Oh, that would.
Hi, Rania.
There we go, babe. So there are some gifts, but yeah, this whoever's celebrating a birthday today, let us know. Just leave a comment below, and we'll wish you a nice big happy birthday. Moving on. What else do we have here? Oh, this one I thought was really cute. Picture of the royal family there.
So is he better now?
Apparently so.
He came up
Apparently so.
Yeah,
It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting because in Malta, there's people who have had this for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and they haven't. Like we've only had 2 people cured from it so far. But 7 days, boom, he's out. So there's something that they know that we don't.
Well, yeah. Also, I think it's the Maltese light of plasticity. I don't think Prince Charles has lots of plasticity in his daily life.
So you actually think the pastizzi is putting us back rather than pushing us forward?
I've got a feeling that too much cholesterol might not be helping in people getting better.
Do you know pastizzi shops are still open? I hadn't realized that they are considered essential, but they are.
They are a takeaway service.
Yeah, well, yeah, and also pastizzi essential. How can we live without them?
Exactly. What is the point of living if you can't get your hands on a good pastizzi?
Now, you guys have also heard a lot of people talking about the WHO, right? The World Health Organization. Some people saying it's a conspiracy, not a conspiracy. They're full of it. I'm sure you've heard the rumors going about online, right, guys?
You have very different people on your Facebook feed than I do.
Have you heard the 5G rumors? That it's all like
there's the 5G rumors. Now the thing is,
there's a documentary.
people say we should take the WHO seriously. Do you agree? Should we take the advice of the WHO seriously?
I think they know what to do.
Okay, so here is 2 images from 2 different reports from the WHO. On the left, this was August 2019. Video game addiction is officially considered a mental disorder, WHO says. And in March 29, 2020, WHO says who plays video games as healthy social pastime during a coronavirus pandemic.
Right.
Very, very interesting how the report changes according to
You're being disingenuous here, Wes. You're being disingenuous. You're being disingenuous because on one side it's talking about addiction, on the other side it's talking about there is a difference between being addicted to someone and playing. I could be addicted to I could enjoy playing with my Willy, but it doesn't mean I'm addicted to it. Whereas
if you spend 18 hours a day yanking on the thing, then
No, but it's just interesting that at one point they're saying be careful, you can get addicted. The other point says it's a good thing to play with it. So But yeah, those were two actual stories that came out. I didn't come up with this meme; it was just out there, and I just thought, interesting. On a side note, I learned how I think playing video games is great. I just wish I had more time to do it. Moving on. Here's something my wife found.
Video games. I really was
Here's something my wife found. Let's disinfect the fuck out of everything. I think it's perfect to teach our children this, don't you?
Did you see the meme that was going around a couple of weeks ago? I don't know if we mentioned it on the show. It was so the whole world this week. The whole world has learned about washing their hands. Next week, the whole world will learn about colouring in and how to say please and thank you. Like, of course, everybody should be washing their hands anyway, right? Yeah. So disinfect the fuck out of everything. Good.
Yes. So, boys, well, hold on. Where are we here? I've lost the window. Let's go back. According to Ruben, by the way, pastizzi and kacha are both essential.
Yes.
Apparently so, Ruben. Yes.
Ruben also said, "I can always blow up a condom and decorate it for Becky's birthday." Yep, for Becky, I could do that. To be honest, sorry.
You could do like a.
By the way, did you notice, guys? I changed the sign in the background today. Finally.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I just changed it to day 19 of comedy night. It's as simple.
Nice. What was it before?
It was stuck on day 4, bars, gyms, and restaurants. That was the day. That was the day when they closed all of those down. Okay, so we are now.
Did you know you're no longer allowed to go to Gozo if you're not from Gozo?
As of Friday. As of Friday. Now
they were not letting people through today either.
Oh, interesting. I mean, the thing is, now that they don't want me to go to Gozo, I feel like I'd like to go to Gozo. I haven't been there in ages.
I know, I really want to go to Gozo now. I haven't been in ages.
I literally have not been since I don't know when. I might make up some excuse to go, but no, but
you can't.
They want to keep
you need to have your ID card over there and
Republicans can make a killing this week, like smuggling people back in their boot.
Yeah, it'll be like East Germany again, East Berlin, getting people across.
Yes.
Yeah. Shall we rent a boat between us and just start making ferry crossings for those people who want to? We can create boat people. See if they'll bring in the refugees.
What about
From
Gozo? Could God's come to Malta?
Yes, they can.
Yes.
That's not fair. Oh, Shay, I reckon we stop them.
Mino barra, mino Joa.
Stealing our women.
That would go down very well. Can you imagine telling the Gozatans you can't come to Malta? They'd freak. Shall we? Actually, you know what? Let's put a petition. If we can't go to Gozo, they can't come to Malta. We'll start it on what's that thing? Avas. We'll start an Avas petition.
I think this is almost like a declaration of war.
Clint. It's all Clint's fault.
What do you think? You think this is the first step towards Gozo's Brexit kind of thing?
Yeah, like Gozo. Yeah, go river. We should build a wall. Yeah.
Yep.
All these.
That's it.
There are some bad gods and hombres that come over here, and some of them are good, but some of them are bad hombres.
No, there's good people on both sides. Okay.
But some of them, I don't know.
You know, they're not sending their best people. You know,
they're not sending their best people. That's the thing. Yeah, we come here and take our job.
They're keeping the best one. That's why sheep's milk. That's why like sheep cheese is better in Gozo, because they keep the best ones there.
The best cheese.
What the hell are you talking about, Ryder? What the hell are you talking about?
they have a better jbena.
She's up at night.
You gotta love James. You gotta love James right now.
I got off on a nice start, and I should have bailed, but I just kept going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just share something. What did Daniel say?
That's how this school get up tunnel.
Yes, that's very true. all those studies of the tunnel. Now that's another thing right now. That, like, you guys. So basically, right now there's a bit of they're helping out some people and not helping out others when it comes down to like wages and things like this. And that's one. I mean, the money that was going to go towards the tunnel or all. Now we don't need the roads to be widened because there's no traffic. So maybe we could like move the money in some other way. What do you guys think?
Well, I don't know. I forgot what the question is because it was very long-winded. But they're knocking down. Okay. They're knocking down all the trees in Rabat for the central connection,
which we don't need anymore, or at least for the time being, right?
Yeah, but I reckon that when we come back, Maltese people are going to come back with a vengeance kind of thing. Like today, I went out for a drive, and the number of drivers that thought they were in Gran Turismo was insane. And I think people are going to kind of get used to that. And so when we all come back, when all these restrictions are lifted, we're going to be like, yes, we're going out, and we're all heading to Gozo and all that. We're all going to go nuts. Yeah, I'm telling you, nuts. And so... which wider roads we're going to need, man? We're going to need,
freeways.
Freeways, because we are going to be
mental.
We're going to go. We're going to go mental, completely mental.
Regarding what you said about the whole wages thing, honestly, from everything that the government offered, I think it would have been like personally, I would have said like I would have given them credit if it included all the industries, because most industries, they weren't even given a second thought. First of all, we're talking about the local movie industry. Nothing's happening there.
They've changed that.
They've changed that recently.
Yeah,
but only some. Yeah, only some parts of it. No, there's still some people that are excluded from that. In fact,
a lot of people have been left in the dark through all this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's a question. Would you want to work from home after all this is over?
No. No. As soon as all this is over, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get myself some bat soup, and I can't do that here. So
I'm going to get some bat soup and then sneeze into an old person's open mouth.
It's not just us taking the mickey out of James, it's even our audience. Again, James, she's up and tight.
Thank you, Ruben. Thank you.
No, but seriously, like for example, if you could work from home 2 days a week, would you? Following this, for example, myself, I would start considering it. Cut down on travel. It seems like we can work remote. I'm getting more done myself. What about you guys? Would you consider it?
Asking us or the audience?
Well, the audience and you guys. I mean, you guys are comedians, so it doesn't really work like that. But you never know. There is something in the works.
Because I would love to not work from home after this.
ever again.
No, I mean,
that would be great if I could not work from home again. But because I normally work from home, and actually there's a difference because working from home with the kids home means that that there's no working from home. But once the kids go out, then this is going to be beautiful again. It's going to be like, oh, there is a world.
But I've kind of realised it's because I'm not going out, and usually in the evening I'd go out to a gig, and obviously that's not happening. But apart from that, I would have spent like most of the day at home anyway. So I'm going out during the day. I'm going out for this 1 hour that I go out for exercise. I wouldn't have done that usually because I'm not going out in the evening. So actually during the day, I'm going out a little bit more, which is weird. So yeah.
So basically, because they told you can't,
because I know because I know you can only go out once a day. Then I go out and I run around in the park and shit like that.
I noticed that here as well. My street today had way more people walking up and down it than it normally does, than I've ever seen it. Now I live in a suburban area it's not a thoroughfare or something like that. I don't live on the Slimmer front or something like that.
But there is a valley in front of you and more, so maybe people climbing.
Because it was a public holiday.
Dude, I've lived here for 4 years now, something like that. In this, I've never seen my street so full of pedestrians.
Okay.
Sure.
Here's something I found interesting. This was being promoted a couple of days ago. Impressive numbers for Maltese family businesses, and it's only the start. 28% record growth. This was actually being promoted by Maltese government a couple of days ago on Facebook.
Oh, did they forget to turn it off?
Yes, they forgot to turn this off. When I saw it, 28% record double-digit growth, and I was like, "Oh my god, are you seriously doing this?" As you're seeing more and more businesses shut their shops, and yeah, it's just one of those, faux pas which happen in the whole marketing scheme of things. Like the guy said he had to work from home. Here's another one which I found was quite amusing. When you hear Boris will sort out the self-employed, then you remember you only declared 7K in earnings.
And not only that,
what's up with Boris right now? So the guy caught it.
So he caught it. He caught it. He is positive. He is a coronavirus positive. He's working from home.
Yeah, is he actually working from home, or is he actually sick now?
Was he actually working before?
He's working. He like every day there's a new video message from him, which may have been these video messages might have been recorded a month ago. He might be dead for all we know. But what is true? What we definitely know is that he sent his girlfriend off somewhere else, and
yes,
yeah. So I don't know. And I think the health secretary has got it as well. So
yes, I heard. So this guy went around. He actually boasted that he was shaking hands with people.
Yeah, what a dick.
And then got it.
What a dick. Exactly.
I mean, if you never believed in karma.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The question
is, so he got it.
Is Trump going to get it? Do you think Trump is going to get the coronavirus?
If he hasn't gotten it yet, I don't think he's going to get it.
But I'm sure that. But in the States, I'm sure there's like this anti-Trump dude somewhere who's going to make sure he finds his way, and it's going to be less exciting than. I have to watch my words here. It's going to be less interesting to. No, let's use better words here. It is going to be less. I'm going somewhere with it, but I have to be very careful how it's going to be very hard for Oliver Stone to make a movie out of how Donald Trump caught the coronavirus rather than the JFK, for example, scenario. It was like some dude who shook his hand on that. But I'm sure there's going to be someone who's going to try it.
Yeah, I think he's probably so paranoid. And he's got so many fanatics that are around him anyway that I think he's probably very safe. To be honest. Also, he's Teflon, isn't he? Nothing ever sticks to him. Probably not even viruses.
Could be the case. Now, you do know that have they called off the actual annual Easter egg hunt? Because according to Trump,
Ruben, sorry to interrupt, but Ruben's right, man. Ruben's right.
Ruben, I was making sure I did not get misquoted because I could just see that going places. Very quickly though. I just want to share this image with you. The White House has their traditional Easter egg hunt, and Trump thinks this is all going to be over by Easter. I think he still said that like up to a week ago.
He revised it last night.
What did he say last night?
I missed that one.
Last night is going to be extended at least until the end of April.
Okay. All right. So he's seeing a little bit more sense on that.
Yeah. Well, I think somebody somebody told him you'll be less popular when half the country dies, and he went, oh, okay then. No, seriously. Honestly, that's probably what they told him.
Old people. That's his demographic, isn't it? So
he was boasting about his ratings. I mean,
I read that one.
We're on this show and we don't boast about our ratings.
Exactly. We could if we wanted to.
Because we're just humble, but that's the sort of guys we are.
Yeah. Exactly.
But no, that Easter egg hunt is not happening. And essentially, this is what the Easter Bunny is going to be delivering this year. Again.
The virus.
Yep.
I see the eggs.
Yep. So it's going to be a Corona hunt this Easter time. This is another of my wife's drawings at the moment. As you can tell, she's in a.
She's very good.
Yeah, she is.
She's absolutely fantastic. In fact,
I
right
mean,
now,
to be fair, I mean, honestly, she was a bit lazy when doing the birds. Okay,
The birds,
birds, but the rest of it is really good.
yeah, the birds look a bit weird, and Chris does look like Sinead O'Connor in the other one, but apart from that, she's great.
By the way, I really
Chuck
want
Norris
to
is who you look like. Wait,
regarding what?
sorry,
Say
you
again?
were saying before.
I
Chuck
really
Norris is who you look like on the other drawing, on the drawing that Becky made
the one
of
we saw
you
before. Hold on, let me find
and
that.
Chris.
yeah. Can you
Yeah.
bring up the Corona one again? Because I had
Yes,
something.
let's bring up the Corona one. Give me half a second. I need to find it. Where is it? Oh, it is here. Okay, let's bring that up again.
That one, Chris.
There you go.
If RuPaul made a production of The Prince of Egypt, you'd be Pharaoh.
Very good,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I see that. I totally see that.
Let my people go. No.
oh. Shall we bring up a fun little photo?
Who
of
does
James
Wes
Bryant?
look like? Steve, who does Wes look
He
like?
looks a bit like Chuck Norris, doesn't he? A little bit
No.
like
Go
like
home.
a Chuck Norris. He does.
Ruben, you need to. Ruben, at this point, this is the point where you're right. Steve, she's so tight.
I think he
Please,
does.
Ruben, please
That's what
say
you
it.
say. That's what that. This is that
Do you know
time.
who he looks like? He looks like someone. I don't know.
Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to move this to another embarrassing photo of James Ryder.
No, come on. Why you even invite me on the show?
What?
This is why.
What's he doing? Is he trying to?
We-
Oh my God.
We had to take a headshot. We warned James that we needed to take a headshot, and this is how he came prepared for his headshot.
Wow.
So
Look, I have
Yeah.
asymmetrical features, okay?
It looks like you
James.
just literally just jizzed in your pants. Wow.
that's also why James is part of our show, because he was in the Comedy Nights Juniors. He's part of the cast of the Comedy Nights Juniors, so it officially makes him one of the Comedy Nights crew.
Yes,
Just
and,
one-
and he, I thought his performance. To be fair, Miskeen, we're making a lot of thing. His performance was absolutely adequate.
Yeah.
I will accept adequate, but honestly, like, no, it was great fun. I hope some of the other comedy night, the CKJs are watching, and yeah, I'm revved up for next. I'm revved up for this year, if the whole thing blows away.
Yeah. If we manage to get, well, I'm sure we'll be doing something for sure, because by then, if we're
Wes seems to
stuck
have this plan that he hasn't spoken to anyone about.
No, dude. I always have plans going. In the past 72 hours, we've set up a new side of one of our businesses, just for things like this. So yes, there's more to come. There's more for all comedians out there as well.
Oh yeah, good. Hopefully not a lot of them will get involved, so there'll be a bit more for us.
Yeah.
Yes. By the way,
he's talking about a vaccine.
Oh,
no, vaccine.
Again, hopefully not all of them will get injected, so there'll be a bit more work for us.
Just on a very, very good note, guy. Well, a very weird note. Today we did invite Eric Idle to come on today's show, but he he hasn't returned our invitation yet. So instead we brought on James Ryder.
That's great.
He declined to be on our.
No, he didn't decline. No, he hasn't declined. I'm just not sure if he read it or if he bothered. And I can. This is a fact. He does follow the Comedy Nights on Twitter.
Yes.
So
it doesn't mean that he's enthusiastically and anticipating every tweet that we put out there.
But you never know. He might be. But
What I've been waiting for. When am I going to get my big break?
I am gonna sort of. I'm not sure whether I should pester him to come on the show now. Just every day.
Yeah, that's what he needs. He's living in America during a pandemic. He needs Wesley pestering him to come on a live feed.
But do you know what I am going to do? If he actually does say yes, I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm not going to tell you guys, and he's just going to show up on a link.
You're just going to spring him on us. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
What's this? Anything in Australia? What's that?
Anything in Australia? What does that mean?
I think Joe Muscat still thinks you're in Australia, Steve.
Oh no! I'm back in London now.
Did you see that thing? Sorry, I'll continue. So
that's it. I'm back in London. Been here for what's the day? Monday today or Tuesday? No, Monday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. So been back a week yesterday.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
A day ago there was yesterday, I think, could have been the day before. There was a thing about an Australian astrophysicist. Wes, I just shared the link with you.
Okay. Private chat. Okay.
Yeah.
We are. Yeah, okay.
It was in the Guardian about an Australian.
Oh yes. I read that one. Great little story here. Let's bring that up on screen.
So this is what's happening in Australia, Joe. So there you go. He got magnets stuck up his nose while inventing a coronavirus device and had to go to hospital to have them removed. But if you can find that article and zoom in on the guy's face, his expression is priceless.
Well, one that photo was taken.
He knows, no pun intended, that his face is going to be all over the world.
Even the way he's just clutching his elbow, like he knows. He's for it.
Did you guys happen to? Did you guys happen to see John Oliver's latest this week tonight on the coronavirus?
No, I haven't seen it.
What did he do? What happened?
No. He just went on about it and talked about how dangerous Trump is being. And he said for once I was actually rooting for Trump to do the right thing because even though I don't agree with what a lot of people do, some of the people are doing it good. Like apparently Ohio's governor, and there's someone else. But there was one particular. What are you laughing at, Chris?
Sorry, I'm just reading. I'm still on that Australian guy. I'm reading his medical discharge summary, and they describe what he's got. He's got 2 magnets up his nostrils, stuck to each other via the septum, and then it says attempted removal. Tried using 2 other magnets up his nostril. Ended up with 3 times magnets up his nostrils, all stuck together via septum. Denies difficulty breathing. Denies further magnets.
Oh.
So that's a brilliant. I hope he kept that, his discharge summary. Sorry, you were talking about.
As Preston put it, Dr. Reardon's like, "Fuck my life right now."
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Must agree,
Preston.
I love how they try to solve the problem of magnets up his nose by putting other magnets up his nose.
Well, they do say opposites attract, don't they, Chris?
No, they say fire with fire.
Exactly.
Sorry, so John Oliver. Yeah, I saw the thing, and he was talking about how Trump is making a mess of it. I mean, he's got a tough job. That guy, that miskin.
Not John Oliver or Trump.
John Oliver or Trump, yeah.
John Oliver, because his people actually he's in a position where he can actually sort of get people to listen a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The John Oliver effect kind of thing, where he can if he says something, people actually do something. So it was a tricky kind of show.
Is he? He's very influential, isn't he? But do you think people really will do stuff because he tells them to?
They did. I mean, when he did the net neutrality show, he actually managed to get Congress or someone to block it because after his show, so many people went and signed the petition.
Yeah, that's his power, isn't it? That's his power.
Yeah.
I can send you a story, Wes. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, I'm bringing it up. Just 1 second.
But Steve, you can probably speak to this. Stephen Colbert asked John Oliver if it's weird, if he feels weird saying his jokes to nobody because there's no audience. And John Oliver said, "No, I'm used to it. I've performed stand-up in the UK."
Exactly. Exactly. Right, the Edinburgh Fringe. You don't remember?
Yeah, you would know because we've done Beer Fest.
Oh yes.
Yes. So this is the story from the Sunday Sport, which is obviously a newspaper that you have to believe every single thing that's printed on it, and I think this story is brilliant.
So the coronavirus idiot squeezes 6 bottles of hand sanitizer up his ass, and now he's constantly pissed. Not too clever, as the caption puts it in the corner. Selfish Colin is paying a price for his greed.
Selfish Colin, is that his name?
Selfish Colin.
Yep, Selfish Colin is what they called him.
Look at that.
No, his name is Colin. That's why. So he's Selfish Colin.
I love how they put an insert of a bottle of hand sanitizer, just in case you were unsure what they're talking about.
No.
Also,
hold on. I need to read this bit.
He was walking out the hospital.
So I just need to read this out for you. I've got all 6 up there. I've not got coronavirus. So it must work, mustn't it? Unfortunately, due to the leakage of 70% alcohol from the bottles into Colin's arse cavity, he's now constantly pissed. He told our man, "I love you, mates. I love you, but I hate you." His mother, Enid, 62, said, "He's never been right in the head, that lad, I tell you. He used to sniff my tights when he was young. And that and drink another brick, and he learned from his bastard of a father."
That and the drink was another trick. A trick, I think.
Trick. Sorry.
Yeah, it was another trick he learned from his bastard of a father.
So we're reading from the Sunday Sport now.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Well, to be fair, Sunday Sport might be one of the few papers that actually exist after all of this, because I'm not sure if you do know. I know in Malta it's a fact. There's most of the newspapers are actually facing extinction as we speak, and this is actually something serious that we do need to speak about. So if you guys out there, all of you who are listening, if you can send something to support journalism, they are actually having a very tough time now. Even though the viewership is up, the adverts are down, but like down to a ridiculous degree. And we could actually have no free press by the end of this coronavirus period in there. So I would just suggest, if you can afford a couple of euros a month, buy yourselves some newspapers.
Are they actually selling newspapers?
No, but well, it depends. I know there's a service from the guys of Nation and Moment that are actually selling all the newspapers, so not just Nation and Moment, because they figured nobody's just going to buy those newspapers. But you could buy like the Sunday Times, Malta Today, Independent, and get them all delivered to your door, sort of thing. They're offering like this subscription service, and I think all the newspapers themselves are actually offering it as well.
Yeah, in fact, if you want to read more about this, I think the Times editorial is about this actually.
Yes. They want to read more about it, Chris. They should buy a freaking newspaper.
Say that again?
What? Sorry?
If they want to read more about it, they should buy a newspaper.
Yes. That's another good way.
Newspapers nowadays. You know, when's the last time any of you have bought a newspaper?
That is the attitude that's killing the free press, James.
Have you bought a newspaper?
Have you bought a newspaper? Abba Fig, it's times etymology. Strickland is fucking rolling in a grave because of you. I'm a meme which made me Strickland.
Also, just before we close out today's show, because we've been going about an hour, did you hear that 8 were already fined 100 euros for being in a group of 4 or more?
Did they make that rule like 2 days ago?
Yes, and people have already broken and been caught breaking it.
Major 5,000 euros.
I'm surprised it's only 8 people.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I went for a drive today, and
I have to share this.
There were so many people. There was a group. I saw some guys playing football. How do you keep socially distant when playing football?
This was hilarious. 8 fined 100 each for being in groups of 4 or more. The cops went out on horseback.
I love it. I don't know why we're doing it, but I absolutely love it. They're using horses now to disperse crowds.
It's just random. It's just random. I mean, they're going into the middle of the countryside just in case they find people there. I was like, okay. But yeah, 8 fines were issued on Tuesday. Sorry, say that again.
I love how they took this for me screams. It's like an Eileen Montezine show poster kind of thing. Gracefully out in a field looking for wandering, like I love it. I love the dramatic.
But here it is. The operations were carried out. The operations are carried out jointly by district police from the Rapid Intervention Unit, the Melilla Community Policing Team, and the Mounted and Dog sections.
Wow.
But isn't that wonderful? Because at some point, one of them said, "This is our time." They've been relegated to like weird, festivals and stuff like that. But now the guys on horseback are like, "This is it. The day we've waited for."
Time to shine.
Look at this video. Look at this picture. Look at this picture that they took. This is insane.
That's glorious.
Look at this one. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Watch this.
I love how they wanted to make sure the horses are well protected, so they also gave them a high visibility.
Look at that. Look at that photo.
It's a handkerchief.
Wow. Those guys.
The best one of those that I saw, it was one of the first photos actually.
Chris, that is freaky. Okay, that is like super freaky. No. Yeah. But okay. Let's go back to here before we.
The first image I have seen of the horse unit, it was essentially.
Ooh, Steve Diacono. If we get rid of Love and Malt, is it a really bad thing, though?
No,
what guys? You don't love in Daily and COVID calls and Love and Eats?
I don't know what we're talking about. What's this got to do with the horses?
I don't know. This is just someone who's loving hating.
Yeah, this was back when we were talking about free press.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to say this one thing. The first image I saw of the horse units of Malta, it was a few days ago. I don't know which photo. I cannot find it. You just have to take my word for it. There was a photo of like the first dispatch team with their horses, and on the far left, there was a guy who looked like really, really big, and behind him was his assigned horse that looked really, really thin and really, really constrained.
Was it like a little pony? It would have been amazing.
It was like one of these Shetlands that got assigned.
That would be amazing. Oh my god! Wow. So how many people have fined? Just 8 people have been fined.
8 people have been fined so far in the first day. In the first day, that is. So we don't know what's going to happen on day 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. But yeah. So social separation is a thing, and it is happening.
How big can your groups be? Can you be?
You can have up to 3 people. You can be. If you're a group of 4 or more, you're all going to get fined. Except if you're a family living at the same residence. So
if we were real life, we would be fined.
Yes, if we were actually together, we would be fined. Which is it is what it is. But you have to walk down the road and be socially separate.
So the PN can still do their meetings technically.
Yes, they can. Mala, of course they can. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap up for today, but we will be back on Thursday at 9:30 p.m. for more chatter about what's happening in Malta. Let's hope we see some improvement in the whole COVID conditions. I mean, Steve, you're over there in the UK. You're screwed for another 6 months, according to reports from Imperial College.
To flatten the curve, apparently.
Sorry?
Today we started to flatten the curve slightly.
Apparently. Okay, everybody froze. Perfect time.
Yeah, can you see me? Hello?
Yeah, good man.
Where's the only one who's frozen on my end?
Yeah, where's this frozen on my end too? Paul Gaffar said it was the horse on top. I think that's in reference to James's.
Yeah, my remark.
big dude and tiny horse.
All right, okay. Anyway, so I was just saying we flattened the curve here, so it looks like, well, we started to. It looks like there were less cases today, so fingers crossed.
Well, yeah, fingers crossed.
It's frozen in time. You're running the show now.